Hey guys, my name is Ileana Morales, and I am going to tell you about how a year ago from today I entered a job willingly but unknowingly entered into a situation that was very abusive. So today is February 5th, 2019, and a year ago today, February 5th, 2018, I started working at this coffee shop, and yeah. Anything I say in this video, it's going to be my story, most likely like how I word it, it's going to be my opinions. And if anything I say gives a bad image to the place that I work, I am just telling my story, and I want to be allowed to do that. I have talked about this place multiple times on multiple social media, and yeah, so a few days ago, maybe like a week ago, it just popped into my head, as this sort of thing actually does when you've had abuse. It popped into my head that, hey, it's actually February time. This is around the time that I started working at that job. That was a really horrible experience. And, yeah, like, I've just been really working on, I've been really working on trying to heal from it, trying to understand myself, and trying to allow myself to be okay again, even if I feel other people won't let me because they're not recognizing what happened to me, and in a way they're wanting me to heal in their way and not in my way and in my time. So this is just a video of me trying to talk about my thoughts and process on this, because I feel like it kind of helps me. Last night I woke up in the middle of the night just like feeling really anxious and kind of sick. I couldn't really go back to sleep until like an hour before I was supposed to be up to get ready for work, my recent job that I just started. And yeah, there's just been a lot of things that I have been going over in my head, of which I really wish I didn't have to, because it just brings back bad memories and bad feelings. And of course, that's one thing that I'm not really able to move on about. But I guess in a way, because I know I'm rambling a lot, in a way I hope that this video can help me and kind of help other people who watch it to know that they're not alone in this situation. Abuse is a very serious thing, whether it's physical or mental, emotional, spiritual. And some time ago, like, I was just looking through my social media, which I think I am going to include some pictures that I don't necessarily want to throw out. I don't want to necessarily throw them out, but I don't want to forget them either, in a way. I want to store them in this video. That's what I'm planning on doing. And storing them here, but getting them off of my Instagram. Pictures off of my Instagram that I don't want to see on my feed, because that's something that is bothering me. I don't want to be connected to those people. Unless those certain people that I'm okay with, unless they want to be in my life and help me on my time, because I've given enough time to all those people. I'm just trying to evaluate my thoughts on this, my thought process. Um, so some time ago, I was scrolling through my Instagram and I had realized, looking at the time of a picture, I looked at a picture and was just like, wow, this picture looks really great. I look really great in this picture. I was trying to feel great in that picture, but during that time, a lot of bad stuff was happening. And then when I looked at the date of that picture, I was like, oh my God, it was happening so early on. During the time that I was there, I was really trying to tell myself, it hasn't been that bad, it hasn't been that bad, it's only recently be getting bad. But like, according to my timeline, I realized it was really bad from the beginning. And like that, just that thought process just makes me more sick, that I really did put myself through 9 months of abuse. And like, I say that to myself, but at the same time, like, literally what I just said is like what's the word? Like, I'm literally blaming myself. Like, the way I just phrased that, I'm blaming myself. I put myself through. No, I didn't put myself through that. I could have gotten myself out of that situation a lot longer, but the fact that this was my job that helps me make money, my income that helps feed me and pay for my bills and all that stuff, you know, they put me in that situation. They were the ones acting like that. They were the ones treating me badly. And a lot of people, because I'm saying this, will turn it as, oh, now I'm blaming them. Why don't you just forget it? Why don't you just forgive them? Why don't you just move on? They're attacking me spiritually because now all of a sudden I'm not Christian enough for them. I don't believe in God enough like them. There's a lot of abuse happening there because that's what it was. And a year later, from me starting to work there, I'm still trying to make sense of it all. And even now, I'm so tired and sick that that sort of thing exists. And I can't believe it happened to me. And it makes me sick that it's still happening to someone somewhere. Just any sort of abuse anywhere. It's just horrible. It frightens me and annoys me that, like, I also feel like I can't talk about what happened because it was a religious group that did it, and how dare I make their church look bad because of the things that I'm saying, even though they are the ones that are a reflection of their church. They were the ones who acted like that towards me to give me this image of them, this bad image of them, but it's my fault. I'm the one who's speaking poorly of them. Again, it's my fault, not their fault for treating me that way. Like, I don't even understand how a person can act so bad towards someone else. Like, literally what I keep telling people, good people do not abuse you. Good people do not treat you the way that they treated me and other people. And it just really hurts because I did put so much trust into these people that they did promise a lot in their words, and I trusted them that they were good Christians and they meant what they said, but by their actions, they lied. And I mean, it just really hurts in, like, just a lot of areas. And although this part, it is a problem, I don't really consider it to be extreme as it would be for other people. But the fact that I was technically physically abused there was this one employee who would physically bump me. And that probably doesn't sound that bad, but the reason why it is bad is because there is a huge difference when you accidentally run into someone and you recognize it. You say, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. there are things that people will recognize and acknowledge your presence when they ran into you. But this person, as far as I know it, whether she was doing it to other people, maybe a few other people, because I know she wasn't doing it to everybody, but I noticed she did it to me every time I worked with her, that she wouldn't say excuse me, she wouldn't say sorry, she would just completely ram right into me. And like I said, this isn't like a oops, sorry bump. This is like a completely ramming into somebody and not caring. This is words of like, fine, figure it out yourself. That is a hostile comment to make towards someone. Or turning someone's significant other against them. Turning other employees against someone. Because I know that was happening. And I don't know who exactly was talking about what, if my name really did come up, but there were a lot of conversations, a lot of even questions asked towards me where it sounded like they were fishing towards something to try and get something out of me. And I don't play those games. When I go to work, I'm there to work. I'm not there to gossip. I'm not there to make fun of people. I'm not there to take sides. I'm not there to play the hero. I'm not there to play the victim. I'm not there to play the dummy. I'm there to work. And I really wish a lot of other people had that mindset. I mentioned before that there was just a lot of favoritism happening. I know I already made a video about this, but it's just this, again, like, wow, just, you don't realize the situation that you're getting into. I went there for work. 9 months later, I came out mentally hurt. And it's still affecting me, and I don't want it to anymore. And I feel broken, and I feel unloved, honestly, and I don't know if I am imagining this myself, but I feel like people don't care. And mind you, I really appreciate the people who do express that they care. But it makes me, it's really hard for me to trust other people. And that's what abuse does to you. It makes it really hard for you to trust other people. Do they really like me? Why are they being so nice to me? Are they really sincere? Do they want to help me out because I need help? I don't feel like I can go to them for help. I have people that I can trust, but at the same time, those people cannot always be there for me on the dime. And that's okay. That's reality. That's what happens. But when those people that I do trust aren't there, it's really scary. And it's hard. And I want people to know that I am okay. I'm doing well. I am. Really. My job so far is going really well. School is going really well. My family life is going pretty well. People keep getting sick. I've been kind of sick. Allergies. Seasonal changes. Crazy weather, guys. But I just, there's still that thing in the back of my mind that is just like, something's wrong, Ileana. It's wrong. Hey, don't forget, it's wrong. Remember, there's something going on. Something's wrong. Don't forget. Oh, it's the middle of the night. Wake up. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of it. I'm trying to want to, like, some of those people I really liked. I did. I really liked them. But then in the back of my mind, because I know something was going on with other coworkers, I kind of think like, they probably didn't like me. They probably liked those people more than they liked me. They'd probably take their side over me because they were the favorite. They were more convincing than me. Because, that's what abusive people do too. Abusive people who want to control you will try and control the people around you to put you below everybody. Because that's what was happening as well. That's also what was happening. It was very obvious. I would come in and say hi, and I would be completely ignored. And I know I was saying it very loudly, like, "Hey guys, how are you?" And I would get no response back. Or the response I would get back would be, "Yeah, hi." Literally. I would get that response multiple times. Like, how do you think that would make me feel? And like, literally I would come in and then the next person would come in after me and everybody would be like, "Oh, hey, welcome to work, da 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 da." How does that make a person feel? When people are doing that and people supposedly aren't realizing this and I am, and this is where it comes into like, am I crazy? Am I really imagining this? Is it me? Is it my fault? And it's like, no. Because there were good people that were working there who would acknowledge me and say, "Hey, Ileana, how are you? Hi, welcome to work." There were people, I would go in on certain days and they'd be working and they would acknowledge me and say hi. I would go in on other days where they weren't working. I had other coworkers that were working and they would just completely ignore me. The inconsideration that was there. And then there's like things that keep crossing my mind that just keep inching more and more and more and more. And I really do not like playing the race card. But there's things that keep inching more and more and more and more towards, were they racist? Like before, literally, I would say, I wouldn't go as far as calling them racist, but they're very ignorant. And more as time has gone on and I keep replaying certain instances in my head, I'm just kind of like, were they treating me different because of the way I looked? Because I'm short? Because I'm female? And I just want to reiterate this because it's true. Good people will not abuse you. Again, there is a difference between something casually going wrong. Maybe you have a fight that day. But then a good person will come to you and say, "I'm sorry that happened, and I want to learn from this, and I want to move on." And they will learn from their mistake, and you two can move on productively. An abusive person doesn't care. They only see their side, and they want you to do anything in any way that they want. Good people do not abuse you. And I don't know. I don't know exactly where this video is going. But today, February 5th, is the 1 year. If I had stayed there, it would have been 1 year of me working there today. And I'm really glad I don't work there anymore. I know in my last video on this subject, I did include the name of the place that I was working. And I know someone, told me this is not the values of this place. This is some value that only this location has put into place. And I feel like if this company or group, organization, coffee shop I feel like if they really cared about the image of their name, that they would do something, or maybe care more about the people who are in charge of their image. Um, because it's just left a horrible, like, mark on me, honestly. And I hear the other locations are a lot better in South Texas. Um, but I don't want anything having to do with the location up here. And they've really put a in bad taste in my mouth of their church. Um, yeah. Religion is a really messy thing, and I'm a Christian Catholic who goes to church every Sunday. I love God. I believe in God. I think it's wonderful when other people believe in God. I also think it's wonderful when other people can express their beliefs as well, when they're different from mine. And religion is just an absolute mess. It is. Like, I totally believe that. Religion is an absolute mess. And I choose to believe what I do, and other people get to choose to believe different from me, and I don't want to put that on anyone. I know this video is long now, and I just really wanted to share my current sad thought process right now. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video. But I also just want to put out there that I'd really appreciate the help in healing. But I need to heal on my own time and in my own way. And I would greatly appreciate it if that was respected. And if you can't help me, then, like, you don't need to. Please, if you're gonna make it worse, stay away. Or just, like, I need someone to distract me, hang out with me. We don't need to talk about this topic. That's what I've got YouTube for. I just need someone to treat me like a decent person. I'm not asking for special treatment. Don't treat me like dirt. I don't know. I need to end this. Thank you guys if you've actually made it to this part of the video, to the end of my video. Yeah. Thanks for supporting this channel. It really means a lot. And until next time, guys, bye.